Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to follow the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It helps us more than you could imagine.
Now, you do know I like a banter.
Yes.
And
one banter. A banter, yeah.
Both, yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone must know, I don't know what you're going to ask, what we're going to talk about, because it's better, go with the flow.
Yeah.
And just see what happens.
So
my God.
That's one thing that I was going to say, actually, is with a lot of these, I expected when having you on, a lot of the times you get a message saying, can we please get through all the questions that you want to ask Katie? We're going to need clearance on this, and this. But it was the exact opposite with you.
Oh, cool.
I literally just got told, just ask about whatever you want, to be honest.
But I think they're best. I think like there's so many people out there in the industry who are manufactured, and plus, behind closed door, they have a laugh with their mates and they're completely different. And I've always been like that. I'm not perfect. I don't want to be a role model in the way, because I know I do things wrong, say things wrong, and people are like, oh my God, I can't believe she said that or this. I am what I am. It's like, just being with your mates, just have a laugh, isn't it, really?
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm so glad you did say that, because I'm fed up of agents telling me I can't ask this or I can't ask that, and so it'll be a fun conversation today. But the very first thing I wanted to ask you, it's a challenge that I've been doing lately. It's called the Freezy 5. Yeah, we've been doing it.
Freezy 5.
Freezy 5, yeah.
Right.
And essentially, there's 5 rules.
I'm not good with rules, but go on.
You can join, by the way. You are, if you want to join as of
I don't,
tomorrow.
but we'll find out. We'll find out if she likes.
Oh, you mean if I've got the banter and if I'm up for it, check you out. Don't you worry about that. I can hold my
Rule
own.
number 1.
Yeah.
Rule number 1. Yeah. So it's like a fitnessy type challenge, right?
Jeez, no, I couldn't even walk up the stairs. Are you joking? I missed the lift. The girl come down. I was like, oh my God, I think it's your pair. I'm like, oh my God, look at her, drop dead gorgeous. Look at her body. And here's me like with my broken feet stomping up the stairs. So fitness isn't my thing at the minute. I'm more like a hippo up the stairs.
So the first thing is cold showers. Now,
Right.
Reeve, what are your thoughts on the cold shower?
I am a converted cold shower person.
We love a cold shower in the morning.
Right. So the nearest thing I've done to that is I tried to sit in a bath of ice. And I couldn't even do 30 seconds. Mind you, a bath of ice is different to a cold shower. I hate being cold. I hate it. But apparently cold showers are good for you and refreshing.
So I hated it. For the first 2 days, they were awful. But
you do
I've
the whole
seen the
shower
light.
cold.
Yeah.
Yes.
No warmth on it.
No.
I
I mean, you can, but you're kind of cheating the system at the end.
Yeah. So when you step in there, like the first bit, you're like,
yeah,
like that. But then about 30 seconds in, once you get the breathing correct, like that, it's a very awakening experience, and I promise you, after you do it, your day will be off to an absolute flyer. You'll feel like you could take on the world.
Yes.
Well, I did try something like that for 3 weeks in I'm a Celebrity, because there was no showers there, and it was just like natural water, and they made a shower, and it was freezing.
Yeah.
Like, it does take your breath away.
So what was that? How real?
I'm doing that because I remember it felt like my skin was burning. It was that
but
cold.
surely in Australia it's warm enough.
Well, no, because you're in the jungle, you think that, but it's quite shaded because of the trees. But come on, cold water, it's freezing, and then you have to use the same towel on that every day, which is damp, and you're just cold.
So that's mentally scarred you from ever deciding.
Do you know, I like mental challenges.
There you go.
As a person, so I could do it.
You could do it for 30 days every morning. Have a cold shower.
Well, if it's a challenge set, then I'll have
Here
to
you
do
go.
it, won't I?
For your YouTube channel.
Here we go.
Here it is. Oh wait, we'll let the behind the scenes camera pull this one up really quickly, right? This is my challenge for you. We don't have to do the whole video, but if you can do cold showers every morning for 30 days.
How long do I have to be in the shower for?
That's your discrepancy.
That is actually up to you, but we won't count anything under 30 seconds. I think that's fair.
Yeah,
I think that's fair. And if you and if that's the case, then I'll donate £5,000 to whatever charity, because you do
my charity.
your charity. Yeah, well, no.
Buy myself a pair of shoes, a nice handbag. I can do it anyway, but you know.
Yeah. This is the Freezy 5 handbag. This is the cold shower
Yeah.
purse.
See it in like.
So
you know
if you
what?
could
I'll
do
try
it
that,
for
yeah.
a YouTube video, 30 days cold showers every morning, a minimum of 30 seconds.
I'll get cold with a stopwatch.
There you go.
But I
But
can have a hot bath in the evening, so it don't matter.
no, that is very true. That's one thing people have been asking me about the challenges. Can they only have the cold shower? It's like, no, you in the evening,
Yeah.
treat yourself.
Yeah, it's a permanent
Perfect.
switch.
But you brought up I'm a celebrity, and I
Yeah.
have a question about that, right?
Yeah.
How real is it? Like in terms of, because when I see a lot of TV, and I know a lot of TV is very fake, a lot of it is manipulated, all that sort of thing. But what I'm watching, how real is it in terms of
How many times do you have to eat the penis before they get the good shot? Pretty much.
I didn't actually get to eat that. I had a kangaroo asshole instead.
kangaroo
But
asshole?
do you know what it tastes like? Cold mince meat.
What a kangaroo's asshole tastes
Yeah,
like a cold.
mince meat.
So it's not actually that bad. Well,
It wasn't.
I
Do you
mean-
know what it is? So I did it twice. The jungle, I did it twice. And when I say, because I was the one, I walked out the second time because every time the public kept getting me to do the challenges every day.
That's complimentary
Yeah,
though.
but I didn't
That's
know
complimentary,
that.
surely.
And like the first time I was in it, every day I had to do the challenges. And then when I went in the second time, and I swore on my kid's life the day before the public vote, then vote or the team vote, I said, I swear on my life, if they vote me again, I swear on my kid's life, I am not doing it, I'm walking. I said, because it's not fair that I'm having to do the challenges every day. Because everyone else was all like dry and that. I smelled
You
fish
win them
ducks,
prizes as well,
wet,
right?
cold, yeah, and it was down to me to
Yeah.
bring the food.
Yeah.
And obviously they chose me to do it, and because I swore on the kid's life, they were there for 3 hours. My mum on the phone, the psychs, everything, trying to make me stay. They're like, Kate, this would be good for you. I went, no, I swore on the kid's life, I can't go back on it. And then when I looked at what the challenge was, it was such an easy one, I could have done it.
What
It's
was
just-
it? Do you remember what it was?
It was something to do with snakes. I mean, some people
Oh,
don't
no.
like
Oh,
Not him. Not him.
but it was something easy compared to what I'd been doing.
Yeah.
But the point is, it was just until you're in there, and it is hard. The hunger is the worst. But I put
really?
on weight both times in there. I've got a weird metabolism, and a lot of people don't like the rice and beans, so then I would eat them. I mean, I love my
What,
food.
you were just scoffing everyone's rice
Well,
and
no,
beans?
they wouldn't eat it in the end. So
Yeah.
Some people are like, no, I can't eat that. And I'm like, well, if you're hungry, I'll eat anything, you know.
Yeah.
But the eating challenges, it's weird. I don't know if any of you have run a marathon before. And the only way I can say it to people, it's always to do with your mind. You can actually do anything if you set
sure.
your mind. Like when you do the marathon, I'll go back to the jungle. It's like each mile, you know, you've got like 27 miles, and then you come to 26 miles, and you're like, oh no, I've got 25 miles to go.
Yeah.
And then you get like, in your head, like, I can't do anymore, but you just keep going. It's the same in the jungle. When you've got that eating thing, like the live cockroaches, when I had to eat them, it crosses your mind that I've got to eat a handful of live cockroaches.
That is
It crosses
mad.
your mind, like, seeing them in your hand, because this is what I was like, wriggling, right? And I hate cockroaches. You know, if you're on holiday or whatever, or in Spain or whatever, and you see cockroaches.
Yeah,
you're
not a
like,
delicacy.
"Ugh."
Yeah.
Yeah, and to put them in your mouth for one, it's just your mind. They're wriggling, and you chew them because you obviously kill it. And the more you chew, the more they wriggle, the more it cracks, the scratch, and it comes down. It's like, it's hideous. But you do it because you know you have to, because it's for the
Right.
team.
Yeah.
And this is why I say to you, I'm quite a daredevil in the way that if I'm with my mates or something, and you dare me to do something, they know to be careful not to make me dare, because they know I would do it. And it is a mind thing. You can do it. And like, what was the worst thing? Like the fisheye.
Yeah, what was the worst like challenge you had to do?
I think it was the fish or the witchy grub, because it's alive. And it
The
like,
what, sorry?
It's called a witchy grub. It's like a big thick worm, that long and about that thick.
Have you heard of a witchy
Yeah.
grub?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And the head, what you got to do is bite the head off first,
Yeah.
and then you eat the body. Now that, you're looking at this thing like exactly like that, thinking, oh my God, I'm about to chew your head off.
Yeah.
And you literally pull it off.
And it's going, no.
And when you put it in your mouth, it's like warm liquid and you're trying to chew and it's like calamari. I can't explain.
Like just very rubbery.
Oh, it's disgusting and like, oh, it's gross. But the fisheye, because all my teeth are fake, I've got veneers.
Yeah.
And they're quite smooth.
They're so bright as well.
Are they?
They're very. I'm going to be getting some teeth whitening soon as well. I might use
and
you
mine
as
are
a
fake
reference.
though. No, these are fake. Because
No,
I
I
fell
know,
off a
but they're-
skateboard when I was younger and cracked my teeth. And my brother said,
right.
"Don't go on my skateboard," and I did.
Okay.
Learnt my lesson, cracked my teeth.
That's like the opposite of a dare, really.
Exactly, yeah. Anyway, so I ended up having all my teeth done. So with the fisheye, when you pull it in your mouth to try and bite it, I mean, there's pictures of me like that with it in my teeth. Because my teeth are like smooth, it's squeaking against it. I can't grip to do it. And then when it is in the mouth, it's like, you know, when you go past the fishery, it's the taste of that smell, tastes like that, like a raw egg and calamari. It is, and blood. It's disgusting.
But you're over it now, right? I mean, you can't.
Yeah, I mean, if I actually challenge
Do you
again.
ever wake up in cold sweats thinking, oh no, the widgety do or whatever
No,
it's
but
called
I
is
kept
coming
thinking,
back?
am I going to see it come out in my shit? Because when you eat all this, like the cockroaches and that, you do think, is it going to scratch
Yeah.
my arsehole and that when it comes out? Because it's shells, isn't it? I mean, how
That's
does it
ridiculous.
digest? Just some of the mad stuff that I ate. But anyway, that was the jungle. So yeah, that was challenging. And the only thing I put in my contract was I couldn't jump out of a helicopter.
So is that like your biggest?
No, I've done 3 skydives. But
So why was the helicopter?
I think because
Different altitude, mate.
yeah, literally.
I think it's because I don't know, you know you have to do it. Whereas if you skydive, I don't know if any of you skydive.
I
So you
don't
know when you
skydive,
go
yeah.
up, when you skydive, you're in
Yeah.
that little plane.
Yeah.
And I feel to myself, I'd rather jump out than come back down in that because you feel unsafe. And
It's like
really
a little
rocks.
bucket. Yeah, it's horrible.
And the fact, I don't know why the skydiving, I shit myself. I was showing off every time. Yeah, I do it. But you know when your legs are hanging at the end,
The
and you've got that
fear,
person behind you, and they're like 1, 2, 3, go for it. It is the worst thing, that free fall, waiting for them to pull that thing, and then you're all right. But that's what I mean. So I can do these things. Like when I did SAS, oh my God, the editing they did to get me to rock climb, I mean, you know, come off a cliff edge.
Yeah.
Onto rocks in the seabed underneath me. The swearing was unbelievable. They said they found the editing so bad because it's like,
Just
why do
B-roll.
I put myself through all this? But I do.
Yeah.
It's mad.
What was the best thing about the jungle? If the
jungle-
challenges were the worst.
The experience, I think, because it's weird because you've got so much time to think about things, and you start hearing the insects for a certain time of night and the smells, and you think to yourself, am I turning into some creature or something?
Superpower.
Yeah, it's weird. And then when you come out to see other people and to see cars or like the McDonald's and stuff like that, you're like, wow, this feels really weird.
Do you
Where you've
occasionally
been-
forget about it? Like when you're in there.
No, I always recommend if anyone's going to do a reality show, I haven't done them all, but I've done a few, that's the one to do.